Babylon, a name that echoes across the ruins of time. A whisper carried on the desert wind. It was a city of wisdom, power, and boundless ambition, born in the fertile heart of Mesopotamia, the land between two rivers. But behind its shining, impenetrable walls lies a story more complex than myth, a saga of rise, glory, betrayal, and an end so swift, so silent, that no one saw it coming. Our journey begins nearly 4,000 years ago, when Babylon was nothing more than a small, dusty settlement clinging to the banks of the mighty Euphrates River. Yet even then, in the sun-baked mud bricks and humble reed huts, the seeds of greatness were already taking root, waiting for the right hand to nurture them. That hand belonged to a legendary king, Hammurabi. It was under his visionary rule that Babylon first rose from a regional town to the master of an empire. A brilliant strategist and a shrewd diplomat, Hammurabi united the scattered warring city-states of Mesopotamia under a single banner. He created one of history's first and most influential legal systems, a code of 282 laws carved into a towering black stone stele for all his subjects to see. This was not a king's whim, but a divine order, a framework for society. His laws shaped the very concept of justice for generations, establishing principles of retribution and responsibility, turning Babylon from a place of chaos into a city governed by order. The empire of Hammurabi was a testament to organized power, but like all great dynasties, it eventually fragmented and fell, its glory fading back into the Mesopotamian landscape for centuries. But Babylon's destiny was not to be a forgotten chapter. It was merely waiting for its second, even more magnificent dawn. This golden age arrived nearly 1,000 years later under the reign of its most famous and formidable ruler, Nebuchadnezzar II. A military genius and a master builder, he forged a new Babylonian Empire, one that stretched from the Persian Gulf to the borders of Egypt. He was the king who conquered Jerusalem and brought the great powers of the ancient Near East to their knees. But his greatest legacy was not conquest, it was creation. Nebuchadnezzar transformed Babylon into the undisputed jewel of the ancient world. He constructed a defensive system so formidable it was considered with massive double walls so thick that chariots could race upon their summit. At the city's heart, he raised the Etemenanki, a colossal ziggurat reaching towards the heavens, believed by many to be the inspiration for the biblical Tower of Babel. He rebuilt temples to the gods, paving processional ways with polished stone and adorning them with intricate reliefs. And he gave the world the Ishtar Gate, a breathtaking monument of brilliant blue glazed bricks, decorated with powerful images of lions, bulls, and dragons, a symbol of divine protection and imperial might. Ancient writers also spoke of another of his creations, a wonder so beautiful and mysterious that it has captured the human imagination for millennia. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon, a lush, terraced paradise of exotic trees and vibrant flowers, rising like a green mountain in the heart of the arid city. A marvel of engineering with complex irrigation systems, said to have been built for his homesick queen. Whether a historical reality or a poetic dream, the legend of the gardens speaks to the sheer grandeur and opulence of Nebuchadnezzar's city. Inside these walls, Babylon was more than a fortress. It was a vibrant, living metropolis, the largest city of its time. Its markets overflowed with goods from distant lands, spices from Arabia, timber from Lebanon, precious metals from Anatolia. In the quiet courtyards of the temples, Babylonian astronomers meticulously mapped the stars, developing zodiacal constellations and complex mathematical models that could predict eclipses. They laid the foundations of modern astronomy and astrology, forever changing how humanity viewed the cosmos. Priests conducted sacred rituals, their chants echoing through grand halls, while scribes recorded everything from grain harvests to epic poems on countless clay tablets. Babylon was a crucible of culture, science, and faith. It was a living, breathing world. Yet, power always invites shadows. After Nebuchadnezzar's long and glorious reign, a sickness began to fester within the empire. A succession of weaker kings took the throne, their reigns short and often ending in violence. The court became a nest of intrigue and conspiracy. Secrets twisted through the opulent palace corridors like serpents. Priests, generals, and ambitious nobles all vied for influence, their rivalries weakening the state from within. The stability that Hammurabi and Nebuchadnezzar had built began to crumble, leaving the empire vulnerable, its foundations eroded not by an external enemy, but by its own internal decay. And then came the night that sealed its fate. The year was 539 BC, while the Babylonian king and his court feasted, oblivious to the danger gathering outside. The brilliant Persian king, Cyrus the Great, stood poised to strike. He knew that a direct assault on Babylon's woes was impossible. So, he devised a daring, audacious plan. Under the cover of darkness, his engineers worked upstream, diverting the flow of the mighty Euphrates River into a nearby marshland. The water level began to drop, inch by inch, until the riverbed that flowed directly under the city's massive water gates became a shallow, muddy path, while Babylon's elite reveled, secure in their belief that their city was unbreakable. Persian soldiers crept silently into the city through the exposed river channel. The fall was not a thunderous clash of armies or a prolonged, bloody siege. It was a quiet infiltration, a strategic masterpiece. The great city was captured almost without a fight. The Empire of Babylon, once a beacon of civilization that had stood for centuries, collapsed in a single night. The Golden Age was over. The City of Wonders had fallen. But a city can fall, an empire can vanish, yet its legacy can prove immortal. The flame of Babylonian knowledge was not extinguished, it was passed on. The Greeks inherited their astronomy and mathematics. The Persians and Romans adopted aspects of their law and administration. Their myths and legends, recorded on clay, found their way into the sacred texts of other cultures. From the 60-minute hour to the 360-degree circle. From complex legal principles to architectural innovations, the Babylonians shaped the very foundations of human knowledge and civilization. Today, all that remains are windswept ruins, crumbling brick and scattered foundations in the Iraqi desert. But if you listen closely, you can still hear the echoes of their stories, their symbols, and their dreams. This is the rise and fall of the Babylonian Empire, a powerful reminder that even the mightiest civilizations can vanish into dust. Yet their wisdom, their ideas, can live forever. Subscribe for more powerful stories from the greatest empires in history.